I'm welcome to the vault. This new moon and Purva Ashadha Sagittarius. You dig what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. So this the chart. This the chart for the new moon. Look at that. It's pretty cool, huh? Maybe, maybe not. So moon is with sun in the heart of the Archer. Mercury is still kind of in the last little bits of Scorpio, officious in terms of constellations, the stars, Jayesta. Right? So, what is Sagittarius? Sagittarius, the archer, the centaur, one of the sons of God, sons of Zeus, kind of a wily, unhinged bunch. But when they get together, they party, they have fun, they get intoxicated, and when you feel with the spirit of truth and the Lord, it feels like being intoxicated. I ain't gonna cap. Sagittarius is dual quality fire element ruled by Jupiter. So it adapts, interacts through knowledge, learning, adventure, exploration. And Jupiter expands whatever he touches. He gives grace. So these people kind of like, you feel, or Sagittarius is a kind. It's not. We gonna say happy-go-lucky. It's the sign of the battlefield, but they just remain optimistic because in victory, and Purva Shad is about victory. In victory, glory be on earth. In death, glory be in heaven. So I'm gonna still return to God. Like, oh nigga, I ain't scared of you. Only thing I'm scared of is being outside the will of God. Sagittarius, sons of the Zeus. So therefore, they just like they about the Father's work. All right. So aspects of moon really. The moon got aspects, trines, oppositions. Moon is square the nose. You're not gonna be able to see it in Pisces or Virgo. But moon is square nose. So where Sagittarius expands because of Jupiter's nature and expands into new territories, and with optimism, the nose there can create over expansion. You feel me? Over expansion looking like it may look like pride or exaggeration. You feel me? And a little too fanciful about things. So you'll have to look out for that this month. But overall, this month, expansive, adventurous. The potential to learn something very new. Jupiter is dispositive for Sagittarius, and he is retrograde in Taurus right now. So Jupiter in Taurus is in an enemy sign. He's not in a friendly sign. This is a sign of his bitter enemy, Venus, Shukra. So Jupiter retrograde shows, Jupiter being retrograde as dispositive for the moon shows that things of the past, you feel me? Jupiter's motion, it seems like it's going, please don't freeze on me, baby. But Jupiter motion seems like it's going retrograde or moving backwards. And for our life here on Earth, we just look at that and saying, before we move forward with whatever Jupiterian, Sagittarius activities, we kind of got to reflect and review of certain things from the past conducts and stuff like that. Purva Shad is a star about purification of oneself. It's a real inward journey. So you just let go of those things from the past, those things you didn't know, your fears, your phobias, your reluctances and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? What else? This father. Yeah. Venus. The planet Venus has now moved into Aquarius with Saturn. It's Taurus, so we have to go back, you guys. Venus has just went into Aquarius, the beginning degrees of Aquarius, right? And this star is Delphinius. There it is. It lines up with this constellation, which is Dhanishta Nikshatra, and that mansion. It's a dolphin flipping. She might flip on you. He might flip on you, shawty, when we talking about love. So Venus with Saturn. When you get personal planets going conjunct Saturn, it brings difficulties early on. In this sense, it would be a relationship has difficulties. right? Now, the thing when planets get with Saturn, it gets better over time, but the only real remedy for whatever you're going through, whatever hardships, grief, or um, yeah, just difficult situations or obstacles in love. Saturn conjunct Venus is obstacles in love. You just get away from it. I got Sun conjunct Saturn. Sun represents father, father's side, authority. I just go away from authority. Early on, people tell your business, trying to get you in trouble for whatever, and you be like, oh no, I have to get away from them. I know people that got Moon conjunct Saturn. They don't really, they a little estranged from their mom, or nurturing type of energies. It's like, ooh, set them off a bit. You dig what I'm saying? So in this case, Venus conjunct Saturn, in a general sense, it's just being reluctant in love matters. A little like apprehensive. It's like, ooh, what you want? Or maybe being hung up on something else. They were playing Scissor. They were playing Scissor at Scissor radio at work, and I was like, what is Scissor? Scissor got Sun in Libra, Moon in Aquarius. So yeah, she be sad as hell. And then I think what I first seen was she had Venus conjunct Saturn. She got a song called Saturn. But she got Venus conjunct Saturn, which means that, like, oh yeah, she probably had a relationship. It was tough, but it was friendly. Venus and Saturn are good friends. So it was cool. It's her Venus and Mula, not Purva Ashadha. So it's like, alright, but you kind of gotta separate. Where Saturn is, you're gonna have to separate from that thing. It get better over time, maybe. But what is Saturn's effect? So Saturn has this effect where it's like people might like him, but he become hard to reach. Or people don't like him and he don't come around. You understand what I'm saying? When Saturn comes, people be like, oh man, boo, and got so much nasty things to say when Saturn is around. But then when Saturn leave, now they back happy and everything cool. You dig what I'm saying? I bear witness. I was like, yo, what's up? Why you acting like this? And you know what I'm saying, with my own Saturn aspect and stuff like that. But the moment I split, and I kind of just be like, all right, well, let's just kind of do our separate thing. Family or I don't want to use GFE and all that, but yeah, I've matured. I took my charges to the game, and it's, hey, look, you feel me? But yeah, you step away, and it's like, oh man, why you ain't call me? Why you ain't da 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 da? But it was like, when I was there, you only had gripes and complaints and negativity. You was trying to cast a shadow upon my light or something like that. So I left. Oh man, well, no, just let's do this at a big distance though, and that's really how I get done. So it kind of bring a lack of fulfillment in certain of those areas that whatever planet is associated with. So you got Mercury with Saturn. Sometimes your friends, you keep a little distance from your friend. If you got Mercury in a Saturn sign, you're probably the distant friend. If you got Mars in a Saturn sign, Mars with Saturn, you not really close with your relatives. Early on, y'all might be close, but it be fights and quarrels and arguments and scapegoatism and stuff like that. As you get older, you just be like, I don't want to be bothered. So Venus conjunct Saturn is maybe like, I don't want to be bothered with love and lust. You feel me? And the Nishta can be a bit of a celibate star, no cap. Anything else going on in the scars? What we got? Yeah, it probably it for that's like the gist, the general part of it. So I'm gonna close that joint and bring up the report. Only 10 minutes in. It's fucking amazing, bro. This joint used to take forever for me. So with my joint, I'm probably end up repeating things. I didn't give salutations. Salutations to Lord Ganesha, who has curved trunk and a large body, whose splendor is similar to a million suns. Oh Lord, please make my undertakings free of obstacles by extending your blessings in my work always. Ganesha is also like another influence or another archetype for Sagittarius and the Ashadhas. Really, every star in Sagittarius is connected to Ganesha. Salutations, blessings to the cosmic energies also. That's the chart. This is what the Western chart look like. So new moons, of course, is a time of coming together. The sun and moon, the spirit, the soul, the purpose, and the instincts, they come together and they realign themselves with the qualities of the sun and other aspects. So it's a time for stillness, intention, reflection, revision before you release. It's like reticence, you feel me? Just being a bit reserved, gathering all your Purva shot is about gathering together resources, pulling together all your connections and stuff. So you just pull your things together and then prepare for the next 15, 30 days of this lunar month. Yeah, so Sagittarius, the instinct to adapt to inspiration and adventure. Purva Shada is the star. It has the or gives the power to invigorate, energize, and inspire. New moon in Sagittarius is the intention to develop an ideal, to seek deeper understanding, find grace. You dig what I'm saying? Or just an adventure, a change of perspective. So 5 things to do for this month. 1, get away. Sign of adventure, journeys, pilgrimage. Jupiter expands whatever he touches. So whatever represents freedom to you, it'll come up this month. And maybe, go for it. Moon in Sagittarius can just give a person wanderlust. Like I have moon in Sagittarius. I was trying to develop my hippocampus, but I was just bored. So I go out with a compass. I get in my little red car. I had a little red car with a spoiler, so I was just like going crazy. I have a compass in my jump. I hold it in my hand, pick a direction, and I just go in that direction till everything started looking totally unfamiliar. And then same compass, you got to drive back without using the GPS. You got to understand, okay, if this freeway or parkway got an even number, it's going this way. If it got an odd number, it's going this way. And you got to find your way back. And it's fun. Sagittarius is a spiritual sign, but it also represents the natural battlefield where people go to war. So Sagittarius individuals like myself could be comfortable, but something in us is gonna be like, man, I kind of need a little bit of like some struggle. I need a battle. You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? And it's kind of a righteous sign and righteous stars, so they not really into like, hey, let me just abuse and brutalize things. Like, nah, they kind of turned off by that. It's unrefined for Purva Shada especially. You dig what I'm saying? And this star and the next star represent those who are undefeated, invincible, unsubdued. You cannot get them down. You can't really get the drop on them either. So there's no point for them to be brutal or violent and, abusive and stuff like that. Because it's like, you wouldn't win anyway. Like, you wouldn't win it anyway. Javante Davis, he be getting mad. All Sagittarius got, like, anger. But once again, it's not blind. It's like, they be mad, but they understand. They have the clear. Jupiter provides them with enough clarity and grace so that they don't just be trying to, like, go willy-nilly. 2, study. It's a sign of learning, education, truth. Jupiter is a guru, a teacher. So it's a great time to study and review old things, especially due to Jupiter's retrograde motion. So studying and learning, it grants us more freedom in our opportunities and perspectives. When we don't understand certain things, we develop a cognitive dissonance, and then we block ourselves off from being able to see the greener side, the greener grass, or you feel me? So now you're just being in a mode of pessimism instead, right? 3, search for meaning. Sagittarius motto is I seek, I see, or I seek, right? It's about deeper understandings. Sagittarius is the heart of the Milky Way. It lines up with the heart and center of the Milky Way galaxy, nigga. Really understand that. We talking about truth. It can only point, like, it's pointing you towards, like, the source of certain things. So, deeper understanding. expanding beyond your boundaries, your fears, your phobias, this material space. Because it points to a supermassive black hole. In a black hole, my cousin asked me, he was like, "Oh, you know what a black hole is?" I was like, "Yeah, what does it look like?" I was like, "I can't tell you what it look like, but I know that it has an event horizon. It got 2 horizons. One, once you go in that junk, you can never turn back. Once you get pulled in that junk, you can't go back. And then it's vice versa on the other end. You dig what I'm saying? Totally might distort how you look and see things, but you wouldn't even know." If I'm not mistaken, yeah, you gotta search for meaning. Truth actually submits to the will of reality, but truth is actually the ultimate supreme reality. But if the truth just come through and break through everything, you don't necessarily have any more free will. You gotta go look for that jump. That's why it's just like it's playing hide and seek with you. You dig what I'm saying? But whatever. That's what I'm at. So 4 is laugh. Joyful and optimistic. Sagittarius is a witty, humorous sign. So you just have fun and do something cool. Joke around. You feel me? I was talking with my man. He was like, da 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 da. Yeah, because niggas started eating better. Motherfucker get around me. I talk a lot of shit. Like, you want to know how I really lost all that weight? I burn a lot of calories talking shit. No cap. I like to keep my weight at a certain place, so I don't really talk too much crap now. It come out every now and then. When it do, it's very witty. And it kind of hits you like an arrow do. Right? So niggas eating better and shit like that. And I said that. I was like, yeah, man, niggas fucking with you are what you eat. You eat sloppy shit, you're sloppy. You gonna look sloppy. Feel me? And then Moon is in a Anafa yoga with Mercury. Mercury represents humor, wit, cleverness, and he's in Scorpio. So this is a dark, critical, kind of antagonistic humor. You think what I'm saying? Just shit talking. Right? Yeah, Rio the Young OG was free leading up to this moment. So just shit talking, no cap. And then 5 is be grateful. It's Jupiter, it's the holiday seasons, it's Christmas, it's about charity, it's about giving, it's about just joy. Joy to the world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's Sagittarius. I talk about the disposition. Jupiter retrograde is just gonna bring up things from the past. You gotta look back and review things before you move forward. The nose create a sense of overexpansion, might look like pride or exaggeration. If it's K2, it might just look like being totally disillusioned, uninterested. And then Venus with Saturn is just bring like heavy karma in relationships, or just a karmic relationship. You might be in one. If you aren't, you might be in one already. And if you get into one during this time, it's really just y'all gotta play out some karma. Good luck and Godspeed. So this Purva Ashadha, key things: fame, wealth, charity, affinity to water, over expansive nature led by contraction. So like for Moon and Sag, Moon is 8th Lord. 8th Lord is about meltdowns, unexpectedness, sudden traumatic psychological events, right? Emotional instabilities. So like as somebody who has Moon and Purva Ashadha, I'm due for a meltdown. Like it was at least once a year, but it's it'd be like once a season, and that's the contraction. It's like it's a certain restriction that goes on, and then next thing you know, it just blasts forward. So it's like they dam themselves up. There's water rushing, they dam themselves up, trying to change or churning themselves, and then they start churning. Because Purva Ashadha is actually quite gentle and patient with themselves and with others. But when they come to when they gotta make that change, right? When they gotta purify themselves and grow, yeah, they put themselves through some things, crazy kind of penances and stuff, right? And then they blast forward, right? Break through the damn wall. So proud, obstinate, oversized. Obstinate meaning that inflexible. You can't really, hey, you should do this. It's like that person will never, like, you tell me, you try to give me advice, I will not talk to you again. I've been through that. You take advice from people you look like a grandma, and you be like, ooh, that shit was kind of like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Strike one. You feel me? It could be anything. A desire for relentless success and purification. To a degree, it's personal success. Like it's a personal success thing. And purification is, I'm not really, you don't benefit from me purifying myself, from me not eating animals or, partaking in this or that. You feel me? But Purva Ashadha, don't really want the attention. Right? So Purva Ashadha, initiating victory, the unsubdued, the undefeated, the invincible. The deity is Appa. She is goddess of the water, cosmic ocean that shows abundance and purification through churning. Cosmic ocean is the churning of the cosmic ocean. So that churning is like, you gotta be patient. You gotta work with, you have to unify all your resources, right? And just stir it until all those things begin to come up to the surface, right? And you accept them and move on. You dig what I'm saying? That's really the story. Things gonna come up in your mind from your experiences in this life and your other lives, and probably even future lives if you tapped in. And they come up when they stir you up, and you gotta accept them things or put them back in there and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So opposites the waters. We all come from the waters, and these waters is the heart. Or the heart of Sagittarius points to those waters that we all come from. That truth, the knowledge, God, endless and formless, just like water is. 70-80% water we are. All moving bodies of water, which we are, will eventually find their way back to their source, the ocean, God. You feel me? Purva Ashadha Shakti gives the ability to invigorate, energize, and that gives inspiration. And it forges strong bonds. Water creates bonds, cohesion. Right? Water is a universal solvent and helps to flush out impurities. You dig what I'm saying? You sit this and some water, they'll begin to separate. You dig what I'm saying? So the basis below is battle or connection, and the basis above is energy and vigor. Vigor is, what is vigor? Good health and enthusiasm, right? And the desire of Purva Ashadha is to gain a sea upon wishing for it. So the basis below and above, the basis below is battle connection. You'll get into a battle if y'all not supposed to, you feel me? Like you button heads and stuff like that. Yeah, you're gonna get into a battle, Sagittarius battlefield. But the connections that you forge and the bonds that you create should give you energy. They should be able to bring you good health and enthusiasm toward things. You dig what I'm saying? Nigga fucked up, my mind ain't right, sleeping under a motherfucking bridge and shit like that. I ain't want to tell nobody shit, but man, let me just say something, bro. Told motherfuckers some shit. Next thing you know, it's like, all right, look, bro, I'm about to pull up and shit. Let's go to the gym. They start hitting the gym and shit like that. I probably been stopped eating animals and shit, because the previous connections that I was having was causing me strife, battle, struggles. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gaining weight. Used to be 300 pounds. Nigga, it was a time I think I went back up to like 190. And I was in a connection. I had a bond with a motherfucker, and it was causing like, I'm battling myself and getting big as shit. I was like, nah, never again. You dig what I'm saying? Wouldn't even dare to get up to 200. I wouldn't even dare to get up to 170. 160, I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? You dig what I'm saying? So, your connection should bring you good health. Start fucking with start fucking with niggas, and it's like, oh yeah, you feel me? I don't want to drink. I don't drink, so it's like, I ain't really trying to be in no shit to drink. I smoke, but same thing, I don't want to smoke. You a J. I pull up and we smoke our own weed. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck else was I about to say? Pardon me. But yeah, you link, and then we start hitting the gym. But even more than that, niggas kind of create a routine of shit of sorts. Niggas create a routine and shit. And yeah, that, you know, routine, like, how I put this, nigga got moon in Capricorn, I got moon in Sag. My advice to him was, I was like, nigga, it sound like you don't got a fucking routine. As simple as that was. And cause it was like, once we start getting into a routine, alright, we gonna fuck with the gym on these days, fuck with the other shit. Then nigga mental health, he was like, nah, my mentals is like on point right now. And the nigga don't wanna eat bullshit. Cause I'm like, yeah, bro, like that night shift, it's fucked up. If you not just equipped for that, it'll fuck you up. Cause the only thing gonna be open is this shit that sell garbage. You feel me? The on the fly ass shit. And routine is a big part, right? So to gain the sea is just, this relates to water and it's a cohesion and it's inevitable longing for unity. Just to meet up with every other water molecule. Oh my gosh, we all here. You dig what I'm saying? So the symbol for Purva Ashadha is the winnowing basket. The winnowing basket is like that gold rush pan, like that pan that they put in the water and they shake it up. It's to separate and using water. In this sense, the winnowing basket is just using the friction to separate the grain from the chaff. Shake things up, stir things up, and it separate what's real versus what is fake. More than separate, it just totally throw away the fake things, the things that are going to be of no use. It just fall right through the cracks, right? So it's about knowing what to keep and what to let go. Now, winnowing baskets and those little water pans, they require you to be like consistent in terms of patience. Like you gotta be patient as you sifting through all of this grain, all of this silt, right? But you also gotta be gentle, because if you're doing too much and you being all pressed, you gonna fuck around, like your gold nuggets gonna come out, your grains are gonna come out, you lose it. So you gotta be gentle in this process of purification, and you have to be gentle in the process of forging like friendships and connections with other people. You have to be gentle and patient. If you be patient, you don't jump into it, you won't get love bombed. You won't love bomb somebody else. If you be gentle and you be patient, you dig what I'm saying, you'll understand that a person's moons might be off about 2.5 days, like super off about 2.5 days out of every month. Just give them some time. You feel me? Be gentle. It's hard to do things not for yourself, because that's, you dig what I'm saying, love and lust is not really separate from one another. So it's like your own self-interest and acknowledgement always going to come and play and be in the back. So 9 of Wands, the tarot card, and that's delayed, sickness, injury, breakouts, cancellations, taking a long time. Like I said, Jupiter is retrograde, so things are just going to go a little bit slower. Jupiter is 6 signs away from moon in Sag, or the new moon in Sagittarius. 6 is the house of health, work, difficulties, employment. You dig what I'm saying? Habits, routine. So it's just things, you know, review, slow, just daily delays. But on a positive, having suspicions justified, not being easily fooled, feeling prepared, waiting until the time is right. On a negative, plans is canceled. Maybe you feel let down, things taking a long time, but it's kind of positive. It's like things are just taking a long time. Preparations are almost complete. Review your effort before the final push. Don't stop now. Success awaits. And then it's like two jumps. Taking precautions. This match up a bit. Both of them do, but you know what I'm saying. So, as they say in the Middle East, trust in Allah but tie your camel. No cap. Distinguishing what may be from what must be. The future comprises 2 components. Some things may happen or may not, and we cannot plan for these. But other things must happen, because that's the way life is. There are currents of change, and there are currents of change, and once a seed is planted, its destiny rides on the current of life and becomes what it must become. We can make plans about these, and in fact we must if we are to stay on track. If we look at the direction of societal and economic imperatives, of political unfolding, of climate change, of population statistics, and so on, we can see something of what must be coming. It is best to make our plans to take this into account. The groundhog looking for his shadow on Groundhog Day. Looking for your shadow is like looking for your fears, phobias, limiting self-beliefs and boundaries that was given to you that don't help you and stuff like that. Like, you gotta look for them jumps, but then you also just kind of looking for darkness. You gotta understand that the darkness kind of walks with you. Every step of the way is right there with you, God. Your own darkness ain't just darkness in general, but the groundhog's looking at his own, looking for his own shadow. Your shadow don't really mean shit to the groundhog. The groundhog looking for his own shadow is like understanding that my own darkness could be projected upon somebody else. Let me make sure it ain't getting it's not darkening anyone else. I think I talked about that earlier. And it's the next one because it's 1516 and it's the 15th degree at 31 minutes. 15th 31 degree. So trust in their survival instinct. It requires clarity and self-discipline to resist the temptation to become habituated to comforts and forget natural instincts. It's a mastery of alertness. That worked too. So clarity, Jupiter gives clarity, right? To resist the temptation to become habituated to comforts. Jupiter in Taurus, 6 signs away from this new moon, is about habits, comforts, you dig what I'm saying, and clarity. And he's retrograde, so it's like we are resistant or showing reticence, reservation towards those things, and forget natural instincts. 6th house is a house of suffering, and the first of the Destana or Trickstana houses, which mean it is about survival. You dig what I'm saying? I got planets in my 6th house. I'm a 6th house nigga. You dig what I'm saying? I'm a Sag. I'm kind of spiritual and stuff like that. But like I said before, a Sag got wanderlust. A Sag will live. A Sag will prefer to live in something like a RV or a van, because they get to be in the mix without necessarily being in the mix. Like, amidst everything, and still got their own little bubble. Aquarius is like that too. So it's just it allows them to be alert, tap into their survival instincts and stuff like that. Just to know, like, everything ain't always just on. Like, you still gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, a hornet is a hornet, and then the hornet ain't alone. There's a nest of them. It's more than you can count. Right. So the wildness within us, which maintains our relationship with the freedom and spontaneity of nature, can be easily forfeited. The fruits of human endeavor are comfort and security above all else. Taurus. We do whatever we can to mitigate the risk of danger, hunger, and cold. Yet the certainty is that we will become somewhat dependent, perhaps totally dependent, both physically and psychologically on these comforts, and lose our edge. People on a spiritual quest often put themselves into harm's way intentionally, so to keep alive certain of their instincts, which otherwise would atrophy. And that's no cap. That time living on the street, cuz you tell me before, like, oh man, you wouldn't want that because you guarantee you're gonna do crime and all that shit. And I'm like, bro, like, who told you that shit, bro? Like, they sold your generation lies, bro. And it's because niggas be too concerned with comfort. Like, oh, nigga be having big ass, fancy ass shoes. Yeah, he'll kill somebody if he was ever fucked up. He would hurt somebody, including himself. He's just gonna hurt a lot of people. I went through that. I be feeling shrewd as hell. I could show you a snitch. I could, nigga. Oh, I know what motherfucker gonna tell. I can show you a person that's like, oh, a user, like into usury. Feel me? I just feel that, like, my time, I was just like, I just feel bad for all the green motherfuckers, bro, because the game that they gave a lot of people is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's predatorial. And predators in nature, nigga, they catch rate outside of dogs. They catch rate ain't shit. They have to prey on, like, oh, this, ooh, that antelope is pregnant. She can't run that fast. We might not can get her, but if we can stress her out, she'll have that antelope will have a miscarriage, and we can pick up on the baby antelope fetus. We'll eat that. Like what? That's what a lot of y'all be modeling a lot of y'all shit out there. It's like, come on, bro. It's like good game is green, meaning that like it can make you some money maybe, but it don't prey on the green for real, for real. They gonna have to go through it anyway, but why would you go out your way to do that? But then hey, in the Quran, Allah has made some of you as a test for others. Feel me? And God He only give us what we can handle. So all right, that was the presentation. 35 minutes. Cuz appreciate you.